Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Every now and again I have an opportunity to install and test an item from Tesery, and today's no exception. Today I got the Tesery Neurolight, which is a blind spot monitoring and ambient light system. We're going to go ahead and install that today. It's supposed to be a simple install along the vent and a little bit of wiring inside, but it should be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, let's look to see what comes in the box. Installation steps and instructions. Looks like we have a roll of adhesive tape, a little bit of electrical tape, a wiring harness, and a removal tool, and the LED light strip, and maybe a fish tape, type of fish tape, and some cleaning solution, wipes. Awesome. Let's do it. Okay, so step one is we want to remove this trim plate, if possible. Oh yeah, it's just clips. Okay, another step is to apply this double-sided tape. Okay, then you want to start installing your LED strip. The Model Y Juniper, I lined it up right here, about the middle of the first cell of that opening there. It should line up pretty good on the other side. After putting the double-sided tape, I'm going to go finish across there. Okay, I installed this actually in the front of the vent, not inside the vent. I correct it in the next clip. Okay, fellas, I gotta say this looks really cool. It would look even cooler if I would have installed it the correct way. You can see some of the workings of the light strip here. These are not supposed to be visible, supposed to be inside the vent. I misunderstood when they said inside the vent for being like within this strip, but it's actually inside the vent. So we're gonna pop this top back off and flip it. I'm gonna put the sticky tape back on the other side. Whoopsie. Okay, the part I've been more nervous about is removing some of this molding. Okay, it just pulls out of there. Oh shoot, what was I worried about? Easy. Okay, let's pry off this piece. Piece right there. And then we got to take out this little guy. Look at that, pops right out. Take this off. Sounds easier than it looks. Let's take the mats out of here. Okay, from here, you want to tape up the end of this connector, and then the other end, I'm going to feed that through here. Here, okay. Okay, now for some of the tricky this plugged, marked AMD can, goes in back here. And it's hard to hold the phone at the same time. So, okay, you can see that's plugged in now. And I tucked the other one away up here. Okay, the wiring is a little bit confusing. So you get your power connector here, which we got that one. And then the other big adapter, we didn't use it, so I just stuck it up here. Okay. And then there's one here that's not used, it's capped off. Okay, and these two, for my car, AMD power plug, that one's not used. If it was used, it didn't get used, not in this car. Okay. And then you got this big guy that will plug into your light strip up there. And then the screen power, it's marked screen power, coming off of this red one that is not being used. Okay, see that? And it goes down to the power supply. So fairly simple, but I'm gonna have to get some zip ties and get this tidied up. Okay, I would recommend doing some zip ties, taking a few minutes and tidying this up. Tesla does not waste any room. They don't waste any space. So you want to get that in there. The big one I stuck up in here. That should be up out of the way. That was one of the ones I was worried about, the control. Yep. Make sure all these openings where the sides, the trim pieces are going to go back in are free of wiring. So what the blind spot indicator does is when somebody's coming up next to you, over here, you see it? It turns yellow, it's linked up to that. And then when it's clear, it goes back. When it changes lanes, that light blinks as a directional. And if somebody's in your blind spot and the car wants to change lanes, it actually turns red instead of yellow. So on the passenger side, it's going to show that we're passing somebody and somebody's in our lane. In the lane, see? And then it may want to switch back and be red until the lane's clear. Now it's green. Now we switch back. And one of the other things it also does is when you change the temperature of the car inside, if you turn it up, it'll scroll red all the way across to the other side. And if somebody changes the temperature lower, it'll scroll blue unless it puts the directional light on you. So it'll scroll blue all the way to the other side. And it does kind of the same thing with hazard lights. And if you do Uber or something like that, when somebody opens a door, it'll scroll over that way and then show green that the door's open, or red. And if they get out of the Uber and they don't close the door tight, it'll stay red, so you know that they didn't close the door and you have to go around and close it. Okay, when you're on your way to a supercharger, you get these three lights, because we have less than a mile to get to the supercharger. Pretty cool. So remind you, you're on your way to a supercharger, warming the battery up. So all in all, what do you think of the lights?
I like them.
You like them? Is it too bright at night?
Yeah.
It's too bright at night?
Oh, no.
It is kind of bright, but you can definitely see it, right? It's way brighter than the car's blind spot monitor.
Yeah. And it's cool because it shows when people are passing by.
Yes.
And when it leaves the doors open.
Yes, when you leave the doors open for like Uber and stuff. So it's very handy. I like it. Thank you.